Thank you all for coming today, and thank you all for joining us. I would like to start this day actually from a very big thank you to you. Your experience and your work you've been pursuing for so many years gives us in Ukraine an opportunity to start from where you're leaving, basically, this field for us. With all the work that you have done, we don't have to start from scratch. We have now a biggest challenge in the past 25 years. We are having an ongoing war, and as spoken about yesterday, 320,000 veterans who have taken part in this conflict and are now building their way into the civilian society. Up to 5% of the Ukrainian society are actually activists, are people who want to change something. And I'm proud to be sitting here with a big representation of those people, of people who work every day to make this country better. And in this specific field, we are not alone. And we know that you have been working for so many years, and we can use this now. And we can bring our experience and share what we are working on now with you, and I hope this will be a great collaboration. I personally started working in this field 4 years ago when the revolution ended in Ukraine, and a close friend of mine was shot by a sniper just on the street where we are currently sitting. And afterwards, I had my own traumatic experience. And the war started, people went fighting, most of those were mobilized volunteers, people as you and me, everybody, designers, architects, businessmen, they just went out to the front lines. And when they started returning and we saw what the problem will look like, how hard it will be to find a common language among people with such a different experience, people who've experienced war personally, and people who've experienced war through everyday live shows on television, through everyday images of war in their TV, in their phone. And I've been there myself. I've been delivering volunteer equipment and medical stuff to the front line for over 8 months in my life. And that's when I started thinking about how we have to find common language upon arrival and upon returning back home. So in one of such trips in 2014 or early 2015, I have met Igor. Igor is a veteran himself. He's about 50 years old, and he was actually a businessman, a very well-equipped businessman before the war. He went fighting, and for 2 years he was a volunteer combat medic. Then he returned. He went through a training in Pobratymy, which I'm proud to present here today, an organization providing psychosocial support to veterans on a peer-to-peer approach. It wasn't an easy process for him. He was deciding basically in his 50s to change his life completely. He decided to quit business. He decided to start working in psychology, and he's now receiving a degree in psychology and will join our team soon as a military psychologist. But once after our training, when he already started working as a co-trainer, he said a very interesting thing to me. He said, you know, to me, peer-to-peer is like being on a minefield with another person. It's just that this person is 2 steps ahead of you. It's the same minefield, it's the same threat, it's just a bit different experience. A person who's been there a little earlier than you and has done it before is leading you through this path. And to me, this is the biggest motivation of what we are doing and why we are working in the peer-to-peer approach. And I'm honored to present my panel today. So Leigh Sorensen, a veteran from Denmark, representing Denmark Veterans NGO, has been working, has 10 years of experience in the military. Andrew Garsh, a veteran from Canada, worked in the military for over 12 years and is now working in Shaping Purpose NGO, helping veterans readjust to social life and to their civilian reality. Taras Kovalik, a Ukrainian veteran, part of our NGO, he's been working with us for 3 years so far. He went through a training and is now studying to become a body-oriented psychotherapist and will graduate in a year and a half. And by the way, it's his birthday today, so please. And Marta Pivovarenko, a psychologist, the leader of the Development Foundation NGO. She has graduated the Yale University School of Medicine Program Initiative for preparing Ukrainian specialists in the field of traumatic stress and PTSD treatment and prevention. So I am really honored to be here today with you. Thank you for the work you've been doing, and thank you and all the veterans and military men and women in the audience today for your service. I honor it a lot.